How much does it cost to start my nursing application for registration in Ireland? In this video, I am going to tell you step by step how much I paid to start the first phase of the registration that's called recognition process here in Ireland. To my Portuguese speaking audience, this video is going to be in English, but I'll leave the transcript in Portuguese here for you. And if you have decided that you want learning English quickly and now, I'm going to leave in the description below a link for my WhatsApp. So send me a message and I'm going to tell you how I am going to help you to learn English. To whom don't know me, I am Debbie. I'm a Brazilian trained nurse living in Ireland, and I've created this channel to share my experience with the nursing registration process here in Ireland, as well as giving you tips about everything you need to know about life in Ireland. I also started my registration process in Malta. I've been moved now to the second phase of the registration there, that is the bridging course. I don't know yet if I'm going to keep ahead with the registration there, but if you want to know how to start your online application process for Malta, leave in the comments below and I'll make a video in English for you. Now let's go to the content. I've made notes here of my expenses, which are expenses that you immediately will have when you are ready to go online to file your application. There are other kinds of expenses. I call these indirect expenses. Why? Because this involves all preparation with your English test, private classes, tests you do more than once till you pass. So if you are going to put all these into account, of course, your cost for registration is going to be very high, but the immediate expenses you have, they are related to your last English test, the one you passed, the translation of documents, and the application. Later on in the video, I am going to tell you how long after you are working here in Ireland as a nurse, you will be able to regain all these expenses back to your wage. So watch this video till the end. So let's start now with the English test. If you are going to sit for the OET exam, which has a higher pass rate than the IELTS, you probably already know that this test costs 587 Australian dollars. If you convert it to your own country's currency, so you will know how much this test will cost to you. In euro, it costs around 360, and in my country's currency, it costs 2,264. Hopefully, because it changes. The currency changes every day. Now, let's move on to the translation of documents. And of course, this is going to change depending on the service you choose, but you can have a hopefully idea. I sent for translation 3 documents together and another one I sent separately. I sent together my transcript, my diploma or certificate, and the CCPS, that is the letter from your nursing board from your own country, and the translation of these 3 documents costed to me. Then afterwards, I sent separately the employment form. Unfortunately, it wasn't filled in English, I needed to pay to translate, and 3 pages of this document costed me €69.99. So I paid in this first phase of my application, only with translations, €189.99, that in my country's currency is €1,195. And that's a lot of money. But don't worry, I am going to tell you how long you'll be able to regain this money after you are working here. Now we are going to move to the last expense, that is the registration fee. When you have everything in your hand, translated and certified and ready to go, you are going to pay by credit or debit card €350. So the total of this first expense you're going to have with everything, English test, translations and application fee, €899.98, and in my own country's currency, 5,661. When you are in Europe working as a healthcare assistant until you are ready to register, like many people do, like I did, so this expense is not too high because you are working and getting paid in euros, so you can afford this process, but I know how hard it is if you are living somewhere that the euro costs too much. So if work abroad is really an aspiration in your life, I really advise you keep saving some money separate to spend on this. Many nurses get benefited with this, especially in UK, that even what you pay with your English test, you is able to receive back in some kinds of they have there, like in Wales, for example, but in Ireland, a little bit difficult to find. So be prepared for everything. Any agencies here in Ireland want you already registered and ready to start work. It's possible to find some sponsor to help you. Nothing is impossible. Now let's go to see how long working here you'll be able to get this almost 900 back. Nurses' wages in Ireland vary depending on your qualification and your experience. But let's get here the average salary for a nurse in her first 3 years of experience. That it's going to be around 29,000 euro after tax. Okay guys, called a net salary. As many employers pay wages weekly, you are going to get around 557 euro weekly. Oh wow, so in almost 2 weeks of work, I'll be able to regain this money. Theoretically, yes, but practically, you are not going to have all this 500 euro free for you. Have your basic expenses here with accommodation and food and other expenses. So more realistic, in 3 weeks or 1 month, you'll be able to get this money back if you have to replace this expense at some stage. To my Portuguese speaking audience, if you want to pursue a career in an English speaking country, the step you need to take is learn English. I'm going to leave in the description below the link of my WhatsApp. Send me a message, I will help you. Guys that want to know a little bit more about my content in English, watch this playlist that YouTube is going to suggest to you. See you in the next video.